thinking, and you was like the 8 sets. He was like, no, he was like, we can get down to 8, because we did 10 sets today. And I
Yeah.
was like, in my mind, the pusher part of me was like, we could stay at 10 sets, right? You know that, right? And then Rod said it. I was like, oh, yeah, let's just stay at 10 sets. Because I want to push ourselves. And speaking of pushing, what's up,
Uh-oh.
Brian Corey in the building?
The main pusher.
Um, so yeah, I was thinking about, like pushing more. Like, so would you add more sets to the workout?
To the ab workout, to the ab
Yeah,
circuit.
yeah.
If I was to add another set, it would be a third circuit. So,
Okay, okay, I got what you're saying.
yeah, so we had
Okay,
the standing one, then we had the floor one, but then I have another
right.
floor one that we can do.
Oh,
So,
on top. Okay, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
not another floor one. No, no, no. Okay, we're good. All right, we can work our way up to that.
we're gonna work our way up to that.
We can work our way up to that. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Mama Corey. Thank you guys for being here. I pray all is well. How's everything going, Brian A. McCrory Sr.?
Awesome, awesome. Happy Wednesday.
Right, right.
We're running together,
Okay, so
man. We're running together.
Okay? Let's pause on that for a minute. Everybody listening, and everybody hasn't come in yet, but is it age or is it just your life that days just run together? Now, well, I don't know. Ryan, you're still on the kind of school schedule because you got your children going to university. Like it's different because you still. What about you, Larry? Your kids not schooling anymore. No kind of schooling.
The senior in
Oh,
college.
so but I'm saying you're still aware. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
anybody that that has older that's just not, because you're not aware anymore. Like holidays, weekends are just, for when your kids in school, they're looking forward to the weekend. They look forward to the break. They look for and that's how what time of year it is. Like I wonder, because we already get lost in the week. Do you lose track of like, oh my gosh, is it summer already?
Well, I mean, but you don't have to get them up.
Right.
Okay. They kind of do their own thing. So
right.
Brienne is taking summer courses, so she's kind of back and forth, right?
Okay.
She's up there at school during the week. She comes home on the weekend. Rachel is here, so she's basically a zombie. She comes out when it's dark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know exactly where he was going at with that. Yeah, and so Larry's taking summer classes, but his is all remote. So sometimes I hear him up there, sometimes I don't. He comes out for food. Sometimes I play the dogs, and then he goes back in, and then about 11 o'clock. Oh, I'm going out, guys. I'm like, you woke now?
Yeah, but them days, boy. If I don't get out the house by 5, we ain't doing nothing tonight.
No, but
what you mean 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock? That's when it starts.
That's me. But I've been like that for like 20 years. Like we're not leaving until 9.
Right.
Yeah, the party started at 7.
I count my hours of sleep. I've been counting my hours of sleep for a while.
Oh God! If I get home, I go
too. Yeah, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get 6. I got 6 tonight.
That's hilarious.
So Brian, I gotta let you know that I was doing really good with tracking my sleep with the Apple Watch. And my all-in-one charger that I broke on one of my travels, the part that the Apple Watch goes on, it finally that part that the Apple Watch goes on finally broke and no longer charges my Apple Watch. So I have to come all the way down to my office to charge my Apple Watch. When I make it up the stairs to the bed and I realize I don't have my Apple Watch on, I'm like, okay, I have a choice. I have a choice to make here.
The choice.
It never comes off.
But you have to charge it.
Yeah, I have a charger that I just snap on it, so it never comes off. I take the charger off, plug it in at night, or plug it in at night, and then I hook it up on here in the morning. It's charged by the time I'm out of the bathroom. This never comes off. I bathe with it on.
Okay. Oh wow. See, I'm not. I'll go in the pool with mine, but I don't have the guts to. I hear people do it, like they jump in the shower with their watch on. I'm like, really?
Yeah, but this isn't like this is the only purpose of this is tracking,
right? Yeah, tracking.
Exactly. So tracking, and when I fall, it's
wow.
That's that latest update.
You know what's so crazy? I didn't know that I had this function on there, and I'm guessing some phones, or probably most phones, not just iPhone, has it like on it. If you push the sides, right? If you hold the sides too long, like an emergency alert goes off. Not only that, 911 is automatically called. Not only that, my wife gets a text that I'm in trouble, like there's a problem.
So you ready for this? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Me right now and before, I knew all that.
Okay.
But when you are going through something, the last thing you're thinking is, oh, hold the button. Wow. And it says the time is 9:11 right now. So I'm seeing 911 on my watch.
Right. That's funny. That's hilarious.
But after it happened, I was like, why didn't I just press the button? I had this tool right here, and I didn't think to press that button when I was going through that stroke. I was like, I could have did that, but this is me trying to dial on the phone, and the phone wasn't. I was like,
so this is why we went through fire drills at school in elementary school.
I was just about to say that. I was just like, maybe there needs to be a drill. There needs to be a drill. Like get used to, muscle memory. Just push it, hold it, no matter what you're going through. Mm-hmm. So everybody gets alerted. That's yeah.
So then we call now, and then when 911 answers, like, oh, this was just a drill.
This is a drill.
The troops. But do you warn them? Like it should be a thing. You should be allowed, at least one drill a year or whatever to,
right,
to build that muscle memory. Because
can I be like, well, can you send the cops out like I just passed out so I can see how quick it takes for you guys to get here?
I don't know if some people
think y'all will get to my neighborhood. I'm just saying. So I know, right? That you're gonna cost you $500.
But see, the thing is,
you'd be screaming like Flavor Flav. 911 is a joke.
Right.
Some people don't want to see how long it takes them to get to their place. It'd be like 2 hours. You still laying on the floor, like. Let's not forget. Now you call. $500. So I guess we're not doing that. We'll pretend we're pressing the button.
pretend.
I mean, you do have an opportunity to cancel it, but
Oh yeah, but they're gonna call once it rings. They call them back.
Yeah.
What is Jeff asking? How does what work?
I don't know. I saw that too. We talked about maybe how your tracker works. Or
even with it, or the charger.
The charger. I can go get it and show you. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right.
Do they have these technological advances for our androids?
Androids.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, Larry. I think mine, because my wife's watch, she is going into the shower with it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Right.
I think it'll be all right. But I try not to
shower
I try
time?
to give my wrist a break though. Like I try to take it off. I try to give it a break, so it doesn't.
Because you end up getting Apple Watch 10.
Right. You get the watch wrist. Because I think I took mine out. I just took a shower after the workout. I forgot to put it back on. Yeah, I think I got the light. It's kind of light. Yeah, see the light.
Yeah, you got it too. Yeah, see. Yeah.
So, and I do change bands. I had to buy a new band because they do get crusty. So that's the old band.
Yeah, the sport joint.
This is the charger. The Whoop charger. Right?
What is it called?
Whoop.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, basically WHOOP. So I take this. There's the right.
Okay. All right.
That's the charger. Plug that in. Plug that into the wall. That charges. Take this. Just slide it right on.
So is your watch upside down, or that's the top of the watch?
That's not a watch. My watch is here.
No, it's not a watch. It's just a tracker.
It's not a watch.
Oh, it's just a tracker.
This is only it's there's an app on my phone. All the data gets to my phone, right?
That's you're an Android guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You said all, but you're complaining, and I don't have your issues. I don't have your issues, and I'm not concerned with who's at my door this morning.
Oh man.
So there. All the data is on the phone.
Right.
Let me go see who's at my door.
All right.
Wow.
So today we're talking about, are we too committed to things? And I know TOO goes in one of those spaces. Forgive me, my English is not the best. Let's see. So
I like it. Are we too committed to things? Like, hey, it's a right there. You get a pass. It works. We know what it means.
Do we tend to overcommit to things?
Yeah.
It's past the 911 accident. Cops at the door, right? Oh yeah, he's in that neighborhood. Yeah, they be there kind of quick.
Well, I mean,
in that neighborhood.
But you see. You know, I don't know where he was going. Like we're committed to tracking our sleep. We're committed to devices. You know. Oh.
Android plus one.
So, but the Android took a hit this morning. They couldn't join a group.
Oh, right. Wait, group meet, you're so silly. But yeah, so today I wanted to talk about, being committed to things. Do you find yourself overcommitting? I know for me, especially with Brothers of Legacy, and I never really thought about it like, I have people join and, I want to be like kind of a part of whatever they got going on, or at least supportive, like you join, you got something going on. I want to kind of be supportive. And I never really thought about like, Larry came on and he doing the work. I was like, yeah, let's do the every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I kind of jumped in and I needed it though. But I had to realize I won't be able to commit to everybody something. Because if the next person is like, yeah, we start at 7:30. I was like, okay, I got 7 for Larry. Then I got 7:30 for John. And then at 8 o'clock, such and such got this, when do I have time to either work on BOL stuff or be with my family if I'm trying to commit to too many things? Like I got you, I'll support, I'll share, but yeah, I can't be there. But it bothers me sometimes because it's like, oh, I got to try to make time. But you got to realize, you got 24 hours a day. You have to spend some of that time with your fam. You got to spend some time working on your stuff. You can't spend it trying to support everything that's around you. And lately, like I've had to reassess some of the things I've been a part of and kind of pull back a little bit. It's rough because I'm like, what's that? FOMO, like, because the best worst things are when you pull back and then you watch whatever it is grow. You're like, oh, it's growing. Like, oh, it's blow uptuating. Like, and I couldn't be a part of it. I couldn't be there and watch it, So all I got is, congratulations on that. Good work. I'm glad you're getting invited everywhere. It's awesome, but I find, we want to help. We want to be a part, especially someone that you close or you have a relationship with, or you see, not even just that, right? No, sir, it's blow up puation. Spell it right. Blow up UHN.
But you gotta realize that, if you could not be a part, right, you had to take that step back, which is you gotta be like, it's okay. You gotta tell yourself it's okay.
It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
And there's other ways that you can help.
Right.
Example here is prior to the stroke, I was supposed to coach a women's semi-pro basketball team in the WABA, and I missed out. Like, I had the stroke, and then I had to take a step back. I could not get out there and coach these women. Right. A year later, now life feel a little bit better. Like my mind is right. I can actually communicate what I want to do. And I was hoping that I would have opportunity to coach these women again this year, right? The owner didn't reach out to me, right? And I'm like, okay. I took a hit to the ego, whatever, because I really wanted. I knew what I could contribute with my experience coaching and everything, and I wanted this opportunity at this level. And so what I did do is they have better talent this year than they did last year. I'm like, wow, new talent, and look at this team. This team is really, really, really there. Wow, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. I heard they won their first road game, and then I was like, well, what I want to do is to help out, contribute. Is I want to become a season ticket holder, right? So I showed up to the game. I showed up to the game on Sunday. Nice. With my buddy with me and everything, and paid for it. Gave the owner a big hug. The players, they saw me. They was like, they didn't call me coach. They called me Ohade. I think I came in with the tan big fedora, and they was happy to see me. I was happy to see them. Didn't get a chance to meet the newer players, or whatever, but the ones that knew me, I was their OG, and then sitting there watching the game. And then at one point, my buddy was like, he's coach too. He's right from the game start. He's like, go ahead. And I'm like this. I had to touch him, dude. We spectators. Just relax, because I was doing the same thing he was doing, but I was like, internalize it and realize, sometimes okay to take that step back, and that was, but like, because so now I'm still committed. But I'm committed now a different way. I didn't even look at the season. I didn't look at the season schedule before I even say I want to become a season ticket holder. I was like, okay, I want to contribute to this because I believe in this program, and I'm seeing that they're in it it's a new team and they're in it for the long run. So I want to be too committed a different way. So so that's me, because and then I guess, and on another note, I'm like, I always had this motto, and now the motto is even 100 times higher. Is as long as there's air in his body and I can walk upright and I'm right in my mind, I'm going to do the most. This is Banks going to text me soon. I'm going to do the most that I'm able and capable of doing, and I would still make sure that my family would not have to suffer. That's the key, because that's my first ministry.
Yeah, right. And that's and and I don't know, I probably admitted it or talked about it. Like we had a conversation kind of about, it was one topic, but we kind of fell into this about doing a lot. And I used the word defaulting back to my family. And I realized how misaligned that is. You know, like our fam is our first ministry, and we should be putting a lot of our energy. They shouldn't be getting what's left all the time. You know, they need to get who you are. You know, your main legacy is coming from your family. And
Yep.
I think we don't commit sometimes enough to our fam. And we kind of, we don't commit enough to our family, and we kind of like, they get, you get what's left. I've done everything out in the world. I'm home now. I got 20% energy left. This is what you're gonna get, instead of being more intentional about it.
Yeah, see, and with me is like, I ask permission most of the time, but I think they just say go ahead and do it. Because they're like, you're going to do what you want to do anyway, Larry. But they don't really know that I take to heart. I need to understand that they are in this with me. Like the beard. I was ready to cut it, and I went to them. Hey, should I cut the beard? And I can show you the text chain. Unanimously, all three of them was like, "You keeping the beard? Don't cut the beard." I'm like, even my son. I'm like, dude, you don't even like your sideburns. You want me to keep my beard? Dude, come on.
Mine was to cut the beard. Mine was to cut the beard. It should cut it down. I think, you know why? Because I don't know. Maybe I don't tame. See how Brian's beard just flows. It just comes on down.
His beard is pretty.
Mine goes like this, and it literally. I was like, "Am I getting hair? How's it going up?"
It takes work, man. I actually have to shape it. With my clippers, I shape my beard.
You said shape it with the clippers. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I have 3 different textures of hair.
Wow.
Like this stuff here, is my Indian side of the family. This stuff here, is my Sudanese part of the family. This stuff here, This is straight out the kitchen.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So there's 3 different textures. Mine is the Otita tribe.
That's hilarious.
Right, but you have a pretty beard, Brian.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Well, I don't know about pretty. It's cool.
You have a pretty. It's pretty.
Pretty. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh man, right? Straight out the kitchen.
See, I'm afraid to apply the clippers to mine because I'm afraid it's going to expose, the patchiness that can be under there. But I don't know if I may be ready. I may be ready. We'll see. Let's get through Christmas.
You don't like naturally connect kind of thing, or just it's kind of the way it grows.
Yeah, that first month you used to watch it. Here you go. That took lots of commitment, and dedication. I was like, no shade November's coming up. I want to make sure I have something. Oh, Larry, look at your beard. Oh gosh. I'm like, yeah, don't talk about it. At the beginning stage.
Listen, that's my hair grows kind of funny too. It actually, it's like it attaches on one side, the other side just kind of thins out. And we just gotta fade it right. But so overcommitting, like I said, want to be a part of, and I like Dr. Ross said, I'm listening. She's connected to a lot of people, so I'm sure the invitations or things that people have going on, she constantly like, hey, can you come to? Can you be here? Can you be a part of this? And she's amazing at what she does, so I'm sure she's probably been asked to be
the most regimented schedule
I've
ever. I don't even know. I don't like. You can't include Latrice Rollins,
right?
When it comes to that kind of stuff. She does. I mean, there's an anointing on her ability to multitask and keep it straight. That's a fact.
She got 15 meetings, 15 events she's going to. Yeah.
I mean, it drives her crazy, but it doesn't look crazy to the outside folks.
No, No,
Yeah.
because she's
It's a gift.
very ready.
It's a gift, man.
Oh.
I missed that class. I missed the class and I didn't pray that prayer. I missed the
Right.
whole
Two things. Marcus P says it's easy to mislead yourself by saying I'm working hard for my family, yet not participating in or with the family, right? So they will only personally receive the 20% left if you don't mentally commit. Indeed.
What's up, Marcus?
Jeff
But I think,
said,
sometimes we're afraid, we get so overcommitted. We want to be part of everything, like you were saying, AD. Like for me, I used to be afraid of disappointing people. Right? Like when you weren't there, that somebody telling me that they missed me hurt.
Oh, we missed you, Brian. Like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, in other words, you should have been there, dude. That.
Yeah.
But then I started to realize, and I'm saying like these are recent revelations for me, just in the last couple of years. Because I had to deal with the pain of people that have expectations of you. People can, and you've heard me say this before.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, people love you and appreciate you for who you are for them.
Mm-hmm.
And when you shift gears, the relationship shifts.
Yeah.
And nobody wants that to happen. So you just show up every time,
Right.
But it takes a toll. And when you begin to back, you have to be prepared when you start to back off that it's going to have an impact on your relationships.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and when you and hold on, when you say you step back and you watch things grow, you recognize what role you play.
Right. Right.
Right. The Bible says some plant, some water, but God gives the increase.
True,
right.
Indeed.
Sometimes you're the seed.
Right.
Sometimes you're the watering, and you can't be all three when God says he's the one who brings the increase. So you push people, you encourage them, and you watch them grow, and you be proud and encourage them. That's what you do. And you have to know the difference between those things, because a lot of things, you want to be a part of. Yeah. And some things you are.
Right.
Know your role. Right. You're sitting on the board, you got to be there.
Yeah.
You volunteer, you do what you can, but not what you can't.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. That man. How long did it take you to really understand that scripture that you were just talking about, man?
I was yesterday years old. No, it's recent. It's recent.
Yeah. Man, it was like, when I was like getting
can't be people pleasing, Adrian.
I was getting right back into then I got into the church like umpteen years ago. I was like, I want to make sure all my friends weren't left behind. It's like, you gotta get saved. You gotta have a working relationship in the church. I was trying to invite my friends here. You gotta do that. And this at the time he was a deacon. Now he's a pastor. And he had to tap me. He's like, so I went to him like, I can't have, this is my best friend. I can't have left behind. And he was like, Larry, it's okay. The fact that he knows it could be the seed, right? And I was just like, I don't know what that means right now.
I need the seed. I need the water. I need to grow you.
He said it again. I was like, you know what? All right. And I hold this guy in high regard. So if he tells me something, I'm like, all right. Nice. He means well, and I'm like, all right. But
you want to have your people, man. I got you. I'm your man.
Right.
Right. You want to have them because it's hard, right? Yeah. You've had to depend on people that when they've let you down, and you don't want to be that person that lets someone else down because you know what it feels like, right? Mm-hmm. But what it does take a toll on you, and it does take a toll on your family. Everybody wants you to be great. Everybody wants you to be successful, but not if it costs them.
Right.
My family loves me. They love me here. Right. They respect my commitments. They respect my goals, my aspirations, and all of those things. But what they love is me here.
Yeah.
And I think what's important is that we set proper expectations, and everything has to do with where you are in your life as well. What are you committing to? What are you building? All of that stuff. We talked about this. It takes practice. It takes drilling, right? It takes structure, right? It takes not being tossed by every wind and doctrine. Every time something turn around, every time something comes up, you trying to be there. I found out, McCrory always there. Is that good or bad? I can always count on McCrory. I had a former VP. I had a lower VP and a there's levels to VP. Anyway, senior VP and a regular VP.
Right.
Called me on a Saturday night, 10 o'clock at night. Big, huge deal we were working on some years back.
Right.
And my boss, who's a VP, when I got on the phone, he said, you owe me a beer. And the other VP was like, yeah, I got you. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Well, Dom bet me a beer that you would answer the phone.
Wow.
And you did. He goes, yeah, he'll answer. He always does.
Wow. Interesting.
I was offended.
Right.
What are you saying? I don't have a life? No, seriously. Yeah. You have to think about that kind of stuff. Why are you always available? Because if you're always available, something is being denied.
Yeah.
Something is being sacrificed.
Yep. All the time. Right.
That was a scene on the Friends episode I watched yesterday. It was Ross and Chandler at Chandler's in other guy Joey's place, and phone's ringing, and Ross is like, "Do you know that's a phone? You don't answer your phone?" And Chandler's like, "If I answer my phone every time it rings, people are going to think that I'm always available."
Yeah.
Wow.
Right there. Yeah.
And people laugh, but they never really thought about what he said. Like,
yeah. and of course, then once he heard the voicemail, when we had answer machines,
right? When you can
the voicemail,
you can hear on the other line. Like,
he heard it was a woman. He picked the phone up. But, the fact is, he didn't answer it right away. Right? He let it go to voicemail, and maybe he should have turned the voicemail down. And yeah, I just started watching Friends. It's part of my one of my recovery shows. So now it's Friends, Two Broke Girls.
Oh gosh,
young.
So you've never watched these shows before?
Nope, never watched them before. Young Sheldon and Big Bang Theory. Those are all the shows I watch. A constant repeat all day, every day.
You just told everybody that you're a nerd.
What made you start watching that?
I wanted to avoid EBC at all costs when it came to Live with Kelly.
Regis and Kelly.
Regis on there anymore, right? Now it was Regis and Kelly. Then it became Michael and Kelly, Ryan and Kelly.
Yeah.
Now it's Kelly with her Consuelos, her husband. So but I don't want to give them any viewership.
So really, it's Kelly show.
Oh, so around that time, you just I got.
I found another station, and TBS plays the same thing all the way through. It is totally all fiction.
I got you.
It is right up my alley, and yes, as Brian alluded, I just told everybody that I am a nerd.
Right. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Did you like science in school?
Nah, I didn't like it. I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of helped too was, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. But, my biology teacher.
Gotcha. Yeah. I got you.
But I forgot her name. But yeah, I was influenced.
Is this a discussion on people pleasing? Kind of, sort of. I mean, I guess that's
I think it works together, right?
Yeah, you kind of try to support those that are in your circle and you want to make sure they're good, you know. And then, like you said, sometimes you can overcommit yourself, make yourself too available to things. And I think the struggle is just balance and knowing what to say no to, or not right now, can't make that. Oh gosh, I didn't even read what they said. Jeff said, "It's okay, Larry. You're a strong nerd. If they don't like you, you can throw them over the fence." That's hilarious. That's hilarious. He also said, one thing as I've gotten older is it's important to me to keep my word, right, no matter how small it is. If I said it, I'll do it. When I was younger, I could rationalize that away. Right. I think that's the main thing. Like, especially now, it's like, I'm not going to tell you I can do it, and I can't. You know, like before, I was like, yeah, I'll be there. Then try to come up with an excuse not to do it. You know, it's just like, I'll rather tell you, let me think about it, or come back to me on it. Especially if they try to, they try to get you in the moment. Hey, tomorrow I need blah, 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 blah. Whoa. Tomorrow, what time? Let me think about it. Let me call you back, or call me. If I forget, hit me up again so I can think about it. Look at my schedule. Make sure it's not on there with the wife, because I was bad for that. Yeah. After church, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. Didn't you just say we was gonna do? Oh, dang it.
But
my wife thing was like,
we want to feel. We have a tendency. We have a desire to feel necessary.
Yes, that's it right there.
Yeah,
that's a big one right there.
It is. You want people to need you.
Yes.
And it's great. Yeah, it's great to feel necessary, but I think it's sometimes it can be detrimental, right? Because there's levels to everything, and I think as men want to feel necessary,
right?
More women would have better relationships if they made their men feel necessary, not like, hey, you over there.
Really?
This is the truth, man. And because what happens to men when they don't feel necessary. When men don't feel necessary, they get in trouble.
Yeah,
that's real. Look at Larry. Look at it. Look at the look on his face.
Well,
no, because I know, like when you were down in your body.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to go through it physically, but mentally, oh man, you can't do what you're supposed to be doing as a man, and you have to be waited on. You got to be catered to. Someone has to help you. That's tough, man. And or nobody's calling you for anything.
Well, I think that's more. Yeah, I think that's probably more than the help. If I need it, I can probably get over that part. But it's like my phone ain't ringing no more. Y'all didn't need me for that project.
You're no longer popular. Anybody thinking about you? Woo!
Needing someone is a burden. Right. That's true.
So
I think being wanted is important. Needing someone's burden. Yeah.
I need you guys.
Yeah.
I need all of you in my life.
Yeah. See, so Brian, just like you're saying there, like at that time, I physically felt like half a man, right? That's half the body was operating, right? But I took that to another level. Like now I'm only half a man, and the only person, only people I could think of was my wife. I'm a half a man for my wife. I can't. Yeah. That's the only person I wanted to be needed by was my wife and my kids, right? And it was like, and that was all.
You wanted to be needed by your players too. You coaching and all that. Just stop. Man.
Nah.
Hey coach, I need.
I mean, I will say,
but it's in our nature. It really is in our nature,
right?
To want to feel necessary, right. But I think that it can be detrimental when there's an overconsumption of that need, of that desire 100%. To feel necessary. It's okay that your phone isn't ringing,
right?
Sometimes, right? It's okay to say no.
It is.
As difficult as it is, you have to learn how to do that. You have to learn how to take it, and don't just say no because you have something else to do. Sometimes you can say no with nothing to do. That's hard. No, I can't make it. Why not? Because I said I can't make it.
Yeah, that one's a hard one because I go by the. If I have an availability in my calendar, because I put everything in my calendar, I look, and if you go, you used to be like, "Hey, Larry, you free around 1:00 today?" I'm like, "Oh, Larry, at 1:00, come meet me to go do, I don't know, just go walk the block real quick." I'm like, "All right." I look at my calendar. Oh, 1:00 is free.
Right.
Let's do it.
Right.
So I can say no when it's nothing. When I have a commitment.
Right.
But
nothing. Like this.
Nothing.
I think maybe.
Unless it's the activity I don't want. If the activity I don't care to do or want to do, I can say no to easily.
You can say no to.
Yeah.
Like, hey Larry, we need to. I need help moving this whole house. We're having a moving party.
They got this company called.
You can lie and say you have a commitment.
They got this company called Two Guys in a Truck.
I'm one guy. You could be my son. I got a truck. But I think what I was gonna say, like Ryan was saying about being able to say no, even when I have nothing. My plan was to sit on this couch for the next 2 hours and watch this movie I haven't seen. And it could be just by itself, because sometimes it's not really like, it's not pulling away from my fam. I've got my time with them. I got my time with my children. And then I got some time with myself. And I think maybe we need to be intentional, like we're intentional with our family. Like that's okay. We need to be intentional with the time with them. We need to be intentional with the time with ourselves. Like this is my time. Like, oh, let me look in there. You see on the schedule between this time and this time, it says my time. I'm not available at this time.
I'm about to flip it on you.
Okay.
I'm about to flip it on you.
Okay.
Is it a such thing to be too committed to your family? Have you ever called a guy and I can't go do this because of my kids. I can't do this because of I gotta watch my kid go to sleep. I can't do this, because my kid is about to say his first word. No. Say his first word. That's okay, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like that's big. That's big, dude.
or I can't. I can't go. I can't hang out with you guys because I have kids. And like, wait a second, I have kids.
I got kids.
You used to call me. But now, so is it? It's a weird thought. It's jaded.
Yeah.
I've seen, and then
okay. So Jeff says my son is kind of like that.
It's like they act like they're the first ones to ever have a kid or ever have a family. It's like,
well, then
are they struggling? Are they struggling trying to?
Maybe it's a commitment. Like I don't know, just want to really be there real hard for their fam. Like they feel like they got to be at everything and all the time. I don't know. That's I don't know. I've not seen anybody with that problem. So that's why it's hard to kind of see it. He won't fart without talking to his wife.
Hey, babe, I'm about to cut the cheese. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I promise it won't make noise.
That's a good one. I don't know. No, I don't know. That's a thought. That's a thought.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that one,
I had this one frat brother, and he had these and I have these twin daughters. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And all throughout the years, oh, I can't do that because of the girls. Oh. And he used that line to this day. They 21. They 21.
Oh, he just that might be he just don't want to do it. You don't.
Then go ahead and say that. You know, good. You know,
and I think. Well, but
Brian was saying.
Well, he says the girls. He puts an excuse out there, as opposed to, nah, I don't want to do it. Or I don't have time because it's my time. I don't have time. Like, oh, you know, some people like, yeah. Because there was a time I was I had a guy that was kind of connected, and like, I don't know. I think because I used to work third shift, and after work, he would always want to go play ball or whatever. And this is before kids. And I would never go. Not that, I know I probably had fun, and I'm all right with basketball. Like, I'm not totally horrible. Like, I'm all right. I get out there a little bit. I could hit a couple of threes. But I would never go. Like, he would ride through like, yo, because he lived right around the block. And I was like, nah, I'm good. You don't play ball. Don't do that. But I don't know. I would never go. I just wouldn't go. I was tired. I don't know. I just would never go. I would never go. I don't know. So I didn't have kids. So and I think Sam was at work. So there was like really nothing holding me in the house. I think I didn't want to go. Nah. I can't.
Yeah, but also with my pool life, my amateur pool life that I'm doing.
Okay.
It was a point where I was doing it 4 nights a week, right? Okay. And the missus kept saying, "Hey," and I'm like, "Well, it's my happy place, and they want me because I'm good. They want me on their team." But she came at me a couple times, and I had to let her. I myself was able to step back, and teams would be like, "Hey, Larry, can you play with us on Monday night?" And I'd be like, "No."
Okay.
Because Mrs. Banks says so. No. And actually, I may throw her under the bus, but I'm appreciating I cut half the time, not 2 nights a week. I'm about to cut it to 1 night a week, and I'll be happy with it. And more time at home watching Godfather of Harlem with Mrs. Banks.
Gosh. I gotta tell you about a show after when we get offline. All I'm gonna say was on Tubi. If you have not watched Tubi, you've missed out on the worst BET specials possible. So, so let's see. Say yes, yeah. Less commitment. Less commitment is heavenly. I think it's that balance. It's that balance. I ain't gonna lie. Sam know what I'm talking about too. Like, Jeff, you watch Tubi? Good job, Jeff. Good job.
You got to recognize your limits, man. I think that we have to remind ourselves that we're human. You know? There's only so many hours in a day. Recognize you can't do everything for everybody all the time, and there's also a sense of learning how to prioritize what's really important for right now. What's really important for that time slot. Understand what's most important to you, what tasks, what activities, that kind of stuff. If we can learn to do that, because I think what happens is we get so moved by people, right? That we lose sight of things, tasks, critical, important things, and I think that's what's important. If you learn to prioritize stuff, people will learn to respect that. But it's not easy because we get so emotionally tied to individuals, and we don't want to feel like we've let people down. I think, and I'm saying as a Black man, I have lived my entire life trying to not be the deadbeat Black man.
Right.
So we overdo it so as we're not seen as someone who's not doing enough or not doing their part. And what I think has happened is we get so much dumped on us that we end up empty. Everybody else gets what they need and we end up empty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Speaking of,
and it's not something that, you know, and I'm saying it works for men and women, but I'm saying I'm speaking as a Black man with the things that I've had to learn in my own life, you know, this whole practicing of self-care and all that, I thought that stuff was kind of kludgy at first, you know, but taking time, like people used to say, when's the last time somebody called me yesterday and said, man, when was the last time you were on your motorcycle? Okay.
Okay.
But but my bowling game is at an all-time high right now.
Top of that,
No, I'm saying like listen, dude, last Sunday, like I know I've put time in somewhere for myself. And for me, recently it's been my bowling. So I can take pride in knowing that I bowled a 700 series just this past Sunday.
Nice.
You know, 222, 239, and 249. So don't play with me. Right. But again, it's being consistent with something that I want to do for me. Right. And it makes me better for other people. Right.
Sure, indeed.
And so I think, you know, if you can do it, if you can develop a, you know, polite but firm refusal. I think it's gonna bless you and it's gonna bless those around you.
Do you have
people will begin to adjust?
Do you have a template for that? You know, I would like to practice that.
Well, listen, if saying no is difficult to start with, say no to the little things. And as you get more comfortable, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because even at work, I'm like, Mikey, give it to Larry. He'll do it.
You Chili Willy. Yeah.
Yeah. What you'll find is by learning how to do that, you'll actually become more productive. Right. Instead of being scatterbrained, trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, you know, and you giving a little here, a little there, and nothing ever really gets done. Nobody ever gets the most effective, the most impactful point or engagement from you because you're stretched so thin. So everybody gets a little piece. Right. But when you can learn to say no and begin to prioritize things and understand that, and it becomes a habit and it becomes regimented for you, then you'll be more effective in whatever you do because you've given it the attention that it needs. You're not on this task thinking about the next task. You're engaged. And those are the benefits. That's the outcome of learning these practices. And I'm saying, you know, not only am I the hair club president,
I'm also a client.
But with the commitment, is it okay to put certain things to organize your life around? And I'm gonna say, like for instance, like the Brothers of Legacy. This time is 9 to 10, right? So I make sure that, you know, certain things that I'm doing doesn't conflict with this time. Either as I'm a guest on the show, or if I want to sit and watch it. One or two things I'm committing this hour, you know, to doing that, and I schedule things around it. Like I have appointments that's like, oh no, I can't do that appointment because at 10 I'm doing this, and then you can use me after. Nah, but so things like that, and I'm getting something from this. You know, especially my speech therapist, she's elated. She was like, "You doing what? Okay, we can work with that. We're gonna make you a better speaker now." You know, so I won't have those moments anymore where I like blank out when she's done with me. It's called word finding that I'll be she's working on with me. But yeah. So, but is that okay? Or if, let's say I had a conflict in my schedule where it's like I could not be there. Be like, yo, AD, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to be there on Friday. I have.
You're the one that has to live with it. You're struggling internally. This is you struggling. They'll be fine. The show will go on.
Right. I'm gonna miss.
FOMO. You're gonna miss. Yeah. So that's you.
You know. You got the best ones.
You got to decide what's important.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's up to you to decide, and you got to live with the consequences. If somebody gets an attitude, you have to be able to live with the fact that they have an attitude. You have to love them anyway and recognize I did this to myself. I've set up these expectations with people. Now I have to make adjustments, and it's not going to be easy. It's really that simple.
Who's going to laugh?
And it's painful, man. Believe me, I got people who don't call me anymore, man, and it's painful. Yeah. And I love them dearly, but I don't hear from them because I'm not where I used to be.
Wow. Right. But you're not gonna cut me off, not being there to laugh at your joke.
Yeah, we're still over.
I'm the only one that laughs at him.
I'm gonna just say this: I've my invitation.
I love y'all, and
all right. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Yes, sir. I got another commitment. But yeah, like I got open invitation for folks, to come back, and there's folks that have gone on, done other things, and it's all good. I just wanted to also say, you see this right here? If you're on YouTube, there's a thing that looks just like this. It's a little lighter. It's really white. But yeah, hit that. I need you guys to hit that like right now. Help the algorithm. I got a few that's already hit it, but there's more people watching. So make sure you hit that. It's my numbers aren't matching. I need my numbers to match. Come on. Just go. Boop. Just hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you enjoy what you see, definitely appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of all that we do. Make sure you sharing. Sharing is caring. He said Reese Hopkins to come back on. Definitely. Listen, we always love Reese. Reese always brings a different perspective. and Jeff, we won't. Well, I don't know. I guess it'll be up to a vote when you pull out the Trump card. I don't know if your black card and the Trump card you can have at the same time. We're in discussion of that right now. I shared 20 people. Also appreciate you. So it's definitely can be a challenge. Just saying no. And I think the no with not having something that you're doing. Even for yourself, just nah. I ain't doing. I can't do that. What you doing? It don't matter. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I think that's the biggest challenge, but definitely overcommitting yourself. Like I said, and I think to me the toughest is just the people in your circle. If you can't help, they got something going on. Oh man, that's my man, and I can't come. It sucks. You definitely have to be able to say no and understand that you can't be a part of everything. And like even with this platform, you can't come. It's all good. We'll keep moving. But like I said, I know, Larry, like sometimes you're part of stuff. You're like, oh man, that fear of missing out, that FOMO, that like, oh man, they growing. Like, man, they doing some things. I hate that I can't be there, He said, of course, I was shared with 20 strangers because I don't have any friends. You got friends. You got a friend in me. So we appreciate you guys. Said Larry's great. Yes, we love Larry here. He's a added resource.
Love all you guys.
If he can't be here, it's still all good. It's still all good. We'll make it. We'll push along without his presence. So listen, we appreciate you guys for being here. It is now 10:03 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Let my brother go have the rest of his day, and let you go and have the rest of y'all day. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Let everybody know that the brothers are on every day. Well, not really. Tuesday through Friday. For now at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just talk behind your back. I can't with you, Jeff. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you share. Join our text community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. Again, we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thirsty Thursday. I don't know. Thankful Thursday. Be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. 988. You or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. Know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. Stay safe. Make good choices, and we'll see you in the AM. Peace out.
Bye.